Happy Saturday, everyone. It is October 5th, 2025. I want to dive in and just share a little insight with you that's going to involve a little astrology, numerology, and of course health, fitness, and wellness, and maybe even a little nutrition. For those of you who don't know who I am, Reverend Joanne Barry Cologne, the founder of Wholistic Fitness NY, where I am dedicated to helping women in midlife get strong and remind them that weights are their friend. So let me hit it off with the fact is that it is the 5th day of October, and the number 5 in numerology is about change. It's about moving more into your freedom and letting go of ideas, beliefs, and philosophies that you have been programmed to believe for a lifetime ago. And now it's time for you to really allow yourself to think for yourself, tap into your intuition, and start connecting with who you are, your inner self, your higher self, and maybe even your inner child for that matter, to find out what is the best way of going about what's going to help you reshape and transform your body, your mind, your emotions, and of course your spiritual journey that you are on. Whereas when you do take out the second man of the situation or the third party of the situation, it allows you to think for yourself. Now, when we think about this energy, planetarily speaking, we have a lot of help today between the moon and Venus, which are both in Scorpio energy. This is a great day for transformation, transforming your physical body. And let's not forget that the sun and Mercury and the South Node are in Libra. So this is about bringing more balance and harmony into the contract that you do have with your body and your weight for that matter. Which is why my approach is about reshaping and transforming your body weight as opposed to focusing on dieting or calorie deficits, or for that matter, how many steps that you're taking each day. And one of the reasons why I do advocate this and why my mission is to share this with you is because when we are so focused on dieting and calorie deficits, and even for that matter, tracking your footsteps, it creates a lot of resistance. And that resistance may be the very thing that's causing you to hold on to extra weight. It's also about restrictions and limitations, where when it comes to your diet or even calorie deficit, understanding that you are literally restricting yourself from the amount of calories your body may actually need to keep your muscles fuller. Because again, from our ladies in midlife, we want to remember that we want to put on muscle mass. And in order to put on muscle mass, we must remind ourselves that we do need calories, because calories are the very thing that's providing you the energy to keep your muscles sustainable. Therefore, if you are doing extra activities such as those 10,000 to 15,000 steps a day, you want to make sure you're bringing in the amount of calories that you may be utilizing during that walk. Also understand that I would love for you to get more for your buck, meaning that when you are going for that walk, whether it's 10,000 steps, 15,000 steps, or even more for that matter, that you do want to track how many calories you're actually exerting in that time that you're walking. Note that that's the actual calories you're burning. There's no afterburn after that. So once your walk is finished, that's it. However, you do want to refuel your body, because those calories that you are exerting could very well be coming from your muscle mass storage. And I'm hoping you're working really hard to maintain that muscle mass, to bring that muscle mass in with strength training, progressive overload. Why progressive overload? Because when you are working out, the idea is that you want to challenge your muscle every single time, or at least give and take every 14 workouts. So when you're working your shoulders, whatever the exercises you're using to work your shoulders, every 14 days there should be some sort of increase, whether it's an increase in weight, repetition, changing the order of the exercise, or even just changing the formula a little bit. But something that's going to constantly keep your muscle guessing, that's going to help you bring in more muscle mass and also help you get stronger at the same token. So when you think about this energy and you think about how to navigate for yourself, how to listen to yourself, the first tool I recommend that you do is make sure you're tracking your workouts. Meaning when you are in the weight room, whether your weight room is in your home, outside in the park, or you're actually in a gym, make sure you have a journal, a pen and notebook with you, so you can actually keep track of the exercise you're doing and how many repetitions, and also tracking how long you're resting, because you want to make this equal. So for example, if your first set, let's say you're doing an overhead press, and your first set you've done with 20 pounds, and then you rest for, let's say, like 2 minutes, you want to make sure that next set you're going with, if you're working with the same weight, and you're working with the same repetition, or maybe you're increasing the repetition, or you're increasing the weight, you want to make sure you're resting that 2 minutes again. Because you want it to be equal. You can even go, especially if you are going to increase the weight, you may even need to rest maybe another 30 seconds, so maybe two and a half minutes, or maybe that full 3 minutes. This way you're fully recovered, so you're ready to go again. So it's really important to pay attention to tracking and taking notes on how did that feel for you. How was your form? How was your breathing? How long did it take you to recover? Because your recovery is going to be the thing that's going to determine whether or not you're ready to take that weight up again or increase your repetition. Because if you are breathing heavy, you want to make sure that your breathing recovers before you jump into your second set. You definitely do not want to rush through your process, because rushing through your process is not going to get you to get the progress that you're looking for, those 2 P's, right? So I want to share this insight with you on this 5th day of October. When we think about October, the entire month of October carries that 9 vibration when you add that 1 and 8 from 2024. So this is the perfect time to start letting go of some habits that may no longer be aligned with you. So those habits could be about your dietary habits, your relationship you have with food. Do you have a really good relationship with food? Are you enjoying your process when you do eat? Are you making it a process? Are you understanding the reasons why you are eating? Then also maybe letting go of whatever the relationship is that you have with your body. Permit yourself to love the body you are in. Everything about your body, not just one area on your body. And my suggestion would be, do not zoom in on that one area you do not like, because that's going to discourage you. In addition to letting go, you're also in that process of decluttering. So you declutter something. I recommend for the month of October, the focus on decluttering anything in your refrigerator and cabinets that's not aligned with the goals you're looking to accomplish during this month, and then bring something in that is aligned with your goals for this month. And then you have the transformation part of it. So there's going to be a transformation that takes place every single day, incorporating one small step that's going to get you to the goal you're looking to get to. And remember that this is a lifestyle. This is not something that you're just going to do for a short term. This is not a fast fix. This is not that you're going to be looking at the scale to see how much you're weighing and if your numbers are going down. If your numbers are going down, if you happen to be weighing yourself, you want to make sure that you're not losing muscle. Because again, as your weight comes down, there could be a good chance that you are losing muscle, especially if you're not seeing the definition showing up. So pay attention to that as well. Do not be so focused about the scale number coming down. And for that matter, I would even say declutter the scale. Get rid of the scale. Use your clothes as your gauge. Use your energy as your gauge. Use your, as you're tracking your workouts, use that as your gauge on how you are progressing in reference to how your body's changing. My philosophy, and I welcome you to take it on, is to reshape and transform your body weight as opposed to focusing on losing weight. Release the emotional connections you have with the weight and your body. And that's how you're going to see the results you're looking to see. I'll see you on the other side.